Welcome to the Soca Chronicles. Soca Chronicles with Sharns and RKO.
Welcome to episode 57 of Soca Chronicles, the podcast that brings you everything Soca. I'm RKO and I'm digitally sitting next to the one and only Sharns.
Yaga, 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 yo.
Yo, that was a nice, clean, simple one. I love it.
I thought of that one on the spot.
I think you always do that, right? So I wasn't particularly surprised if I should have been.
Sometimes I pre-plan my yos. Sometimes.
Okay, yes, fair enough. And this time it wasn't a pre-plan. Nice. Okay, well, congratulations on that.
Yep.
Today we are going to have a very interesting discussion about a soca scene, and not just any soca scene, the Aruban soca scene.
Ooh, Aruba. Hey.
Yup.
Conchale.
Exactly. We are gonna have not really an interview. It's more of a open chat with Lyrza, and it's quite long. So I think there's one thing that we should mention before diving into it, which is Sharns.
Which is Brawling. Boxy went. Anyway, moving on. Brawling. I had Brawling last month, but it's already time for the next one. So we are brawling again on the 11th of July in London. Get your tickets, people. The last one was a movie.
Yup, and before that as well.
There we go. And this one is probably gonna sell out. So I suggest you get your tickets from early, and remember the early tickets start off cheap, cheerful, you know what I mean? And then they just slowly increase in price as we sell. Grab your tickets early, people. You won't be disappointed.
No, you won't. And with that out of the way, I think it's time for this big interview about Aruba.
Wait, RKO, what about the song of the month, bro?
Oh, wow. Excuse me, sis. You're right.
Exactly. And you love music is like your favorite part. So how the hell could you forget about the song of the month?
And this song of the month is quite big, actually. So I am a bit ashamed of myself. It's huge.
Can I introduce the song of the month?
Please do.
This month's song of the month, we're taking it to Barbados. Last month we were in Grenada. This month we are in Barbados. This song is one of the biggest songs in Barbados right now. And it even mentions RKO's country.
Exactly, it does. Netherlands.
And if you don't already know what the song is from RKO's little rap, the song is Weatherman Freestyle by Jordan English.
Let's have a listen. 100%. Let's go.
This is the Song of the Month.
Boy, Arbagin. I be looking for the words to describe you, and really and truly it's just like easy type of woman that like. Alright then, use the type of woman that will make a man or break a man or make a man go and get some money that he never had. Make a man book a flight to somewhere that he never been. Take you up and fly you end up in the Netherlands. No, he in the Netherlands was saying that he never had. He gave peace and it wetter than he ever had. He said looking like a flash flood running with deep swells. Got him moving like the weatherman. You got the super soaker, the rat, the nigga hacker, the nigga jacker, the knock, the spit splasher, the power washer. You gay? Alright then, you got it. Who got it? You got it. Who got it? You got it. Who got it? The river giver, the seven figure.
That was Jordan English, Weatherman Freestyle. That was a big tune. Yeah, man. And thank you for reminding me we need to listen to music every now and then. I'm happy to report we will be listening to Aruban music as well soon. And with that, I think we should just get into the interview, Sharns.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's go.
Soca Chronicles.
It has been a while since we had a guest on our podcast, but fear not, today is a day that you can listen to other voices than just mine or Sharns. We are here today with a personal friend from Aruba, Lyrza. Give it up for Lyrza. Whoop, whoop.
Hey, yeah, clap, 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 clap.
Hi everyone.
Hello.
Thank you for having me on the podcast.
We're
You're
happy to have
so
you.
welcome.
Absolutely. Today we'll be discussing the Aruban Soca scene, one where myself and Sharon do not really have a lot of experience, but we're hoping to get some more in the future as well. Lyrza, you definitely do have experience in the Aruban Soca scene. You even joined this year's Soca Monarch with the band Avanti. So
That's correct.
I kind of feel like I spoiled a lot about you already, but could you go ahead and introduce yourself a bit? Who are you and how do you experience the Soca scene?
Okay, so my name is Lyrza. I am 32 years old. I've been singing since I was small to begin with. I started like basically everyone else at the church.
Nice.
Okay.
Eventually, I continued afterwards with gaita. Gaita is a traditional Christmas genre that we play during Christmas here on Aruba, which is actually influenced by Venezuela. But we do it in our own version, in our own style. And eventually it led to singing in local bands, which would be by bars, parties, lounges. I've played at the casino, I've performed at restaurants, hotel as well. So a little bit of everything. I've competed in the yearly Flag Day competition as well.
Okay.
That we have on the island celebrating March 18th, which would be Flag Day here in Aruba. And of course, I've done carnival.
Yeah.
Nice.
I started, let's see, when I was 20 something. I always dreamed in performing in carnival, and I got the opportunity. My first experience ever would be with Le Groove, to be honest.
Okay, nice.
But I didn't do it for long. Le Groove is one of the biggest bands here on the island. It's loved by San Nicolas people. That would be Chocolate City. So we can divide Aruba in two parts. San Nicolas, which would be Pariba, so uptown, would be a mixture. It's known for mostly black people. So there, based on the history with the refinery, a lot of Jamaicans, St. Lucians, Trinidadians, people from all over the upper islands arrived to the island to work. So San Nicolas is where Soca started, right?
Okay.
Thanks to this influence of Trinidad and Jamaica and St. Lucia and all of that. And then we have the other side of the island, which would be more Arubian, the white people. And the groove is loved by San Nicolas. It connects with us. It is our own San Nicolas people performing. And I had the experience for just a week. I didn't stay too long, to be honest, because a little wild, but everybody knows on this island, the one who used to own Le Groove, he passed away. He's not with us anymore.
Okay.
He was a very popular person here on the island, not only musician-wise, but also as being a spokesperson, just being that person on Facebook commenting on government or anything that's going on the island. And he was also known to be a little bit, he likes to flirt with younger girls. Okay, everybody knows that on the island. Yeah. And I just stayed for a week, and he tried flirting with me. It was uncomfortable, and I jumped out.
Fair enough.
So that's the story.
That is absolutely
a little dark,
Yeah.
but it's something that's not unknown in the island at all.
Exactly. Yeah.
Anyway,
it's not always...
he passed away. So right now, the group is called Groove Masters. They changed the name. Called Groove Masters. And that was my first experience. It was cool. It was nice, but it wasn't long.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, my true experience would be with Steam. Steam was a band made of old-time musicians that used to perform in the past, which was a fun experience. But we managed to play in the parades, but we only played old stuff, and we had oldies as a crowd. They're wonderful, by the way, the best fans ever. The oldies as fans, they would come up and hype you up, very nice. And I got to experience multiple parades with them, and it was a nice experience, even though It was not the typical, the popular music that's going on for the young ones. But at least we were able to cater to a different crowd.
Exactly.
That they can enjoy Carnival itself.
Nice.
So yeah, after Steam, I then performed with BMW, which is one of the songs that we will be talking about from that band. BMW used to be, it doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately, but it used to be one of the top bands on the island, and it was very influenced by bouillon music.
Okay.
The leader of the band is actually from St. Martin, and all of their old songs, once you go back to listen to them, you would see the influence of bouillon in it, and it was popular in that time. And the last year that they performed in the parades was the last year I was in it.
Nice.
That was super fun. It was different ages in the group, and it felt like you could be yourself. You didn't need to impress anyone. People hanged out, and it was very nice, because sometimes you experience bands that they're not very connected to each other.
Yeah.
They were.
Nice.
So that was nice to experience Carnival with them. And then my third band experience would be with Delicious.
You've been around.
Delicious caters to the white crowd, right?
Okay.
The Arubian white crowd. So more Arubian influence in the Carnival songs compared to the influence from other upper islands. And that was a whole different experience, because they actually had the costumes and everything. Because the first two bands, when we competed or we went to the parades, we would just wear like a shirt and some pants, And this one, we had costumes that we could wear. And it was a nice experience experiencing the beauty or the pageantry of it.
Yeah, because there's two like tours, right? So there's the San Nicolas tour, and then the Oranjestad.
The two big parades.
Yeah, parade, exactly.
Yeah, so we have different parades. We have children's parades. We have now fantasy parade, which used to be balloon optocht.
Okay.
It would be balloons parades, but they stopped it because, they want to be green. They don't want to be using balloons anymore, so they called it fantasy parade.
But you have to imagine the balloons.
Yes. So bands would perform for the carnival parade, the children parades, and then we would have the two big parades, which is the Oranjestad, which is downtown, white people area, and then San Nicolas, which is uptown, chocolate area, and we have two big. One is called Parada de Luz. Parada de Luz translates to lighting parade. But Parada de Luz, the Papiamento version, happens in San Nicolas, and lighting parade, the English word version, would happen downtown.
That's really separated.
All of that. It's separated, yeah. And then they would perform for those two. And of course, the Juve. Now, Juve is a free event. So those who come and participate, they're doing it on their own free will. It's not a paid event. So usually the San Nicolas bands would show up, not the downtown bands. Because Juve is in San Nicolas, and they would do it to please the crowd, and downtown bands would be like, if I don't get paid, I'm not going to show up.
Such a divide.
It's okay, because we have a blast in San Nicolas with our own San Nicolas vibe and everything. So that's a little bit of it, I would say.
Yeah. Nice. Thank you for that. Or immediately an introduction to the Aruban Soca scene. What I've noticed as well is you talk about bands. So what I've seen, and what Charles I think also is used to in Barbados, for example, is there's really a person. So we have Leo Rick, we have Stabby, we have a one-person band. They make songs, they are hits, they get to perform on the trucks. But none of that, I think, is in Aruba, right? It's really a band. So on the truck, you only find bands.
Yes, that's correct. It's bands that's performing in the competitions. Of course, they will have their own artist inside the band that would be popular. So in Tsunami, there are a few top popular artists in that group. Every group has their little artist, you would say. But it's not like one artist with one main band. No, it's multiple artists performing in one band.
Okay.
Like Tsunami is known to come to the competition with competing with 10 songs or 15 songs. Yes, and from that 15 songs, they would qualify with 10, for example. So they're the top band right now on the island, qualifying almost all of their songs for the last few years.
And are these songs
then? And then there's smaller bands.
Yeah.
Sorry?
No, go on. Sorry, go on.
Sorry, and then there's smaller bands that would perform as well, but they would probably compete with 1 or 2 songs. But we know all of these artists based on the band that they're attached to. So.
And are these songs then recorded as well and played? Or is it really like also the competition is just all live and they're playing 15 songs after each other?
Well, in the past, we would know about the song at the competition.
Right, so live,
but lately, the last 2 years, they're trying to do a different approach, which is promoting the song already or let it be played maybe like a week before the competition, which is allowed. And that gives them a chance to push their songs even further because people are already listening to it. And some bands do record the live version or the studio version, which the live version is way better always than the studio version. But only those that can afford it.
Of course.
Not every band does that. So some bands just stick to the live recording at the competition.
It's actually an interesting point you bring, because I think a couple of our guests we've talked with already mentioned like it's quite expensive to be a soca artist, as in if you don't have a hit every year, then it's expensive to keep recording, having video clips and all that. So it makes sense what you're saying. It's interesting. Also, because you also want to have your fans singing along with the song at best. But that means you have to record. You have to release it beforehand, of course.
That's correct. But usually, even if you don't record it before the event, once you do compete, it will be on the radio the second you're done performing, and they will play that up, and eventually it'll stick to people. And as I said, only the big bands, like for example Tsunami, would be able to afford like a video clip attached to it, you know? But most bands would do just the studio recording, and worst case scenario, they just use the live recording. But lately, all bands would try to still do a studio recording, despite that it can be a little bit more expensive. But the point is to put it on the radio.
Is it still, at this day and age, is it still only bands, or has there been like one soca artist who would break through and try something else?
No, it's always been bands.
Interesting.
There isn't any soca. Well, there is. What is his name again?
Valentino
Freddie.
King. No.
Oh, you know Valentino King. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
We had him on the show as well.
I worked with him as well. Yes, we performed together in Steam, and I've helped him record a few songs. So Valentino King tries to be very outside of Aruba.
Right,
He's one of them, but he's not big like he used to be in the past. Here in Aruba, he used to be big because he used to sing in a rap group before. And then he was popular in making children's songs, like silly. Like he's very known for the song called E Pato Tayanga, which means the duck is swinging or it's dancing. So it would start like E Pato Tayanga, like a kid's song, and then it'll become a soca song. So he was very popular for that.
Oh, that's funny.
But people started losing interest in the childlike songs from him. So he still makes music till this day. He is still relevant in the soca music, but not as before.
Right.
And then there's Freddie. Freddie actually recorded a song a few years ago. I would have to search up the name. His video did go international, so it was on Vivo,
Walk,
if I'm not mistaken, on YouTube.
Yes, because I know that song. Yep. It's actually not a bad song, you know?
I don't know.
Correct. True. I was surprised because I find Aruba most of the time, compared to other islands, even our sister island, which would be Curacao or Bonaire. Bonaire doesn't do carnival like Curacao and us, but I mean, in the music scene, putting soca on the side, we're still very amateur. And it's not everyone is on that level of, making some quality songs. You would hear those
Cacking.
typical songs that okay, they recorded it in their neighbor's room with no sound barrier, with all the sound effects they could find online.
Yep.
And then there's bands that do the whole shebang. So live music, live trumpets, live performance. So it depends, honestly, on the money.
Yeah, fair.
So, Freddie is the latest one that his video went a little bit international. But that's it. It's only bands usually.
That's interesting, yeah. And I mean, I would imagine that, let's say, even in Aruba, when Freddie's song would go viral, would he then be allowed to play that by himself with a DJ, you think? Or is there like rules around Carnival that you need to join with a band?
There are rules.
Yeah.
So if the band is the one that assists you in making the song, you have to perform it with the band.
Yeah, of course.
Now, if it's a song you just really made it on your own, then of course you can definitely perform it on your own with a DJ.
Yeah.
And he does multiple performances with and without a band, depending what's the song. And if it's something, because he does make his own songs as well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And I do guess.
And the one from WAP was not with the band.
Yeah,
so
no, exactly.
That was
Yeah. But I guess, like, coming to think of it, you'd rather have a band behind you than a track that has been heard before, if you know what I mean. Like, a band will always have more.
Yeah, well, here in Aruba during Soca season, what matters is the band.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
nice. Interesting.
yeah, it's a little bit of it.
Well, speaking of all that, I think we should go into some music then, if that's okay with Charles as well.
Yeah, boy.
And I've been chatting again way too much. So, Charles, do you want to do the top 3?
Sure.
And this
Why
time,
not?
just to maybe highlight that we don't have a top 3 of Lyrza songs, but we have a top 3 of songs that Lyrza likes. So they're all from Aruba, but they're not made by Lyrza, which we normally do with the artists that we interview. So just a little disclaimer.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's start at number 3. So at number 3, we have BMW Do the Wiper.
Yes.
Stuck in my head, like the first time I listened to it, it's just yeah, it's a lot of fun, I guess. But it's also quite an old song, right?
Yeah. It is an old song. It is an old song that's still relevant till this day.
Yep.
It's a song that gives you a little bit of instructions. So you have a few dancing steps to be doing in the parade.
Of course.
So, and that's what the crowd likes here in Aruba.
Right. Yeah. Fair enough. And is there anything else special to this song for you? You've just done the steps a lot.
Yeah, the steps is fun. It's a favorite that we used to dance when we were younger at school.
Nice.
So it still has an impact till this day.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think we should have a listen then, shall we?
Let's go.
It's raining, no wiper, the driver can't see, no umbrella, no samuha. Put your hand in the front and do the wiper, do the wiper, do the wiper, do the wiper, do the wiper. BMW. Oh man, something. BMW have a truck everywhere it go, it stop, it's a moving man, if you mata llega leo. That's the way this tag use, man, no que vive de ore para mal trip. Ay, mita vai pushe, mita vai pushe, mita vai pushe, mita vai pushe. It's raining, no wiper, the driver can't see, no umbrella, no samuha. Put your hands in the front and do the wiper, 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 do the wiper.
That was our number 3 BMW Do the Wiper. yeah, it's really one of those songs that gets stuck in your head. At least in my case, love that.
It's a catchy song.
It's a catchy song for sure. Yeah. All right, Sharns, moving to number 2. I'm sure you can do this.
At number 2, we have Le Groove, Sweetie.
And Lyrza, why did you pick this song?
Sweetie is the perfect Juve song here on the island. A few years old, still relevant till this day. It specifies locations in San Nicolas. Like, for example, one boy used to be a supermarket. It's not named that anymore, but that would be usually the route for Juve. So you would hear, when we reach by one boy with my last sweetie, and everybody, that's the part that it gets hot.
Yeah.
That's the song people love.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah, there's a lot of experience in that song.
Yeah. Definitely.
Nice. Let's have a listen to our number 2, Le Groove with Sweetie.
Let's go.
Wicked and wild in a soca style. Oh, lick. Don't try no tricks. I sure ain't no licks. You want a trick? I sure ain't no licks. Don't try no tricks. I sure ain't no licks. You want a trick? And you're balling, ooh, aye. You're balling, ooh, aye. You're balling, ooh, aye. You're balling, ooh, aye. I got your balling, aye. Ooh, you're balling, ooh, aye. You're balling, aye. Ooh, you're balling, ooh. Let me know. When I lean down one boy with my last sweetie and my foot them dirty, cause it rain already. I go big sweetie just to come bring the delivery. I need a slacker sweetie, shiny plum sweetie, M&M sweetie, blue sweetie. I want a red sweetie.
That was our number 2, leaving us with one more song to listen to. The number 1 of Lyrza, which is also the most recent song, if I did my research right. And it's it's different from the other two, just by instruments alone, I would say. It's Tsunami with In It. And can you tell a little bit more about this song, Lyrza?
So Tsunami In It is being performed by BMW's leader, or the one that owned the band, which is the one born in St. Martin. His name is Daddy Bass. Daddy Bass.
Love it.
Okay.
That's a good name.
And then his son picked up Soca, and he's Bass Junior.
Love
and
that.
I think he has a very unique soca voice, not only for Aruba, but I think he could go international.
Love that.
What I like about this song is it's exploring the type of soca songs that happens on the other islands. It's not a song from instruction, which I'm going to go in that topic in a few. Why I keep saying instructions. And I think it has a lot of potential. It was a big deal on the road. It did not came up as the winning song. Those who appreciate soca from around the world consider it a winning song. Those who loves the Aruba soca concept, which we call road march, which I'm going to get into, not a fan of the song because it doesn't give any instructions. But I think it's a top song of quality, the voice, the performance, and the kind of vibe it creates. That's a great song. It's my favorite. Yeah,
that makes sense. I do feel like it's more of a song that I can get used to as a non-Aruban soca listener. 100%.
Correct.
Well, before we get into the road march as well, because I do believe that we've discussed this a bit more in the past, and this is a very interesting topic. Let's have a quick listen to Tsunami with In It.
No matter the place, no matter the fact. Come on the wave, jumping and get wet. Into the jump, on she bop bop, all on she waist. Oh God, I say, oh Lord, be in it. Same party people in it, Aruba in it, everybody in it. All right. In the club, in the park, in the street.
That was our number one, Tsunami, with In It. And I do have to agree, this is a song much more close to what I've heard over my experience anyway. But you were mentioning Road March. Is that a difference between Soca Monarch, or how does it work?
Okay, so yes. So in the past, our competition used to be called Calypso and Road March competition or contest. Okay. Now the word. What do you guys define the word Road March? What do you think it is, or what is the meaning according to you?
It sounds like a more up bass, power soca type of thing. It's my first initial thought. Okay,
and what do you think?
For the most part, the Road March would be more of a power song, but at the end of the day, there are songs that aren't power that have won Road March. It's just a song that people really love and they can get behind. A lot of the time, well, it could be a song that they can relate to or whatever, whether that be a power song, a groovy song, whatever. That's my take on it.
Okay, perfect. Now here, the Road March, the way in the past, a lot of our soca songs carried dance moves or instructions. So for example, Duty Wiper, or jump with your towel, or kick, or go left, go right, up and down. And that's what we've been used to. Yep. So we've known that Road March in our little genre or our version of it, that would be Road March. But for us, Road March would mean, by Google definition, it means the musical composition played most frequently at official judging points.
Right.
Now, Road March technically would be the most popular high energy music that is voted as the top song on the road. But we ended up making it somehow linked to a genre, but Road March is not technically not a genre. And then eventually they changed the competition to Kaiso and Soca Monarch. Okay. This is when they started trying out to make our songs sound similar to those in Trinidad or St. Lucia. So it would not be a song specifically with instructions, but it will be a groovy song telling a story, or a groovy song, whichever story, but it's not technically like go up and down, left or right. Exactly. Once they started with that, it got a lot of criticism on the island because they would say, hey, this is not our music. You guys want to imitate the other islands. While those that truly came up with that kind of music, which would be those from the islands, would say, but this is technically what soca is. Right, it's not what you guys are performing. It's what it is. Fine. So they started, it was last year, or was it 2 years? No, it was 2 years ago, or is it 3? They started with the concept like power soca and groovy soca, which went horribly. People did not like it.
Oh no.
At the end, the judges did not know how to define what's a groovy soca or a power soca. You would hear like, oh, a power soca won in the groovy category. And you would be like, huh, but that's not groovy, or vice versa. And the crowd criticized that a lot because they wanted the Arubian version of things back. So they stopped the whole category thing and continued with the name Kaiso and Soca Monarch, but they tried to reintroduce again all of these instruction songs, but not that much. The musicians are trying to sound more international, more fitting to the other artists out there in the other islands. But yes, it's a big topic every year here on the island. And eventually they said, oh, we should make it a genre, make it an official genre. And the rest of the crowd be like, no, Road March doesn't mean that. And it becomes a whole thing every year.
Oh, boy.
And for example, this year, Mr. Lord Lally, which is a gentleman that apparently has been competing for decades and never won, got to win with a song.
Oh, God.
Which is a very typical cheesy instructions talking about either an animal.
Yep.
Because we have a lot of animal songs. We have a donkey song, we have the duck song, we have a horse song. This year we had a horse song called performed by Tiptoe, which was a hit.
Oh my god.
We had Lord Lally with Lizard's Cacking.
Yep.
So the whole drama of that song was he came up and performed it. And it was so funny and so amateur. And people were like, oh my God, did he just come up there and perform like the Lyrza's Cacking? It's so annoying. The cack.
Yep.
And everybody was like, oh my God, what is going on? And he qualified.
Yep.
Wow.
So when he qualified, musicians got mad because they were like, people work so hard day and night till midnight or even later to create something of quality. And here comes this man singing about his annoyance of lizards.
Yep. Yep.
And the rest of the lyrics would be cack.
That's it. Exactly.
And they were pissed about it.
Yeah.
So musicians were pissed about it, but the crowd loved it.
That's a struggle.
Damn.
So he did not qualify yet. He actually fell out of the qualification. Once he fell out, Aruba lost it. They were like, no, that's unfair. You shouldn't have allowed. They made a whole poll.
Oh, wow.
Decided to change the rules and do an exception to qualify one more person to go to the finals. And they made a voting on the official news page on Facebook. And he got the most votes.
Oh my God.
So he qualified for finals.
And he won.
And there was we hate him and we love him. And then Jayon, I don't know if you guys know Jayon. Jayon is actually the only top artist on the island.
You're right. An actual...
Known for performing different types of music.
Yeah.
He decided to help him and recompose his song to sound a little bit better so he can compete in finals.
My goodness gracious.
And he won. He actually won the crown.
Damn.
He won the crown. He won the hearts of the public.
Yeah.
He got a lot of gifts from different companies. And it became a hit to the point, it was so cheesy, it became a hit. It started in Curacao. You would see in Trinidad people playing it in their own version. There was a bilingual version of it. There was a million versions coming out of it. And people were saying, like, come on, he was performing his whole life. He finally got a big break. Let him celebrate it. And I agree with that part. I agree, like, it's his time. If something happens, it happens for you in that moment. But as a musician, you would be like, damn, that's the song that's I had to compete with and it didn't qualify.
And that's always going to be the struggle, right? Especially when you're like... well, I guess that's also having to do with then the amount of effort you have to put in with a band as well. If something viral comes out of the blue, it might be shit, but if the people like it, what can you do? I guess that's kind of what I'm hearing.
It's usually, let me give you an example. You know this, Donga.
One of my favorite artists, yes.
Donga is a rapper that be rapping the wildest shit. Just the dumbest and the wildest shit. He makes it rhyme, he makes it cool, and he's one of the top artists in the 3 islands. People pay to see him. He's very humble, by the way. Cool guy. I need to say, I've experienced him at there was a bilingual party. So they had a Curacao band performing, and he was performing. And he was the only one that during the break, he came out from backstage. He came out by the crowd and he took pictures and he said hi.
Oh, nice.
And he's the only artist that did that. So that was pretty cool. So, here you can sing something silly, and if it sticks, it sticks. It can piss you off, but that happened. That happened with him, and great for him. But it did create a chaos in the music scene. And he actually won the road march. So the song that performed the most in all of the parades, he won.
That's insane.
So
wouldn't this
that's
like
a little
then,
bit of the story.
Yeah, so wouldn't that then lead also to like next year's edition having more and more of this type of song, if you know what I mean? Like if this is being, let's say, rewarded, why wouldn't you try to get more of the silly songs in there?
I am predicting that next year they will be coming back with these Arubian soca version of songs that they will know the crowd will like.
Exactly.
So I'm expecting that, but at the same time, I am expecting those who still want to do the more international approach of the song. So,
no, and I do think there was a big group of people that listened to the song, like me. When I saw that, they crowned a winner, let me listen to the song. I was like, wait, what? Is this the best that Aruba can produce?
Yep. That's the thing. That's what people talked about. Like, whoa.
Yep.
People are going to hear this and be like, is this the best that we can produce? But honestly, he was a crowd favorite. There was no other way to run away from that.
Yep. Well, I do think we should have a listen to this song just because people might not know what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Is that okay? We
gotta listen to it.
Exactly. Just maybe I just only put in the chorus or something, but let's have a listen to the Lyrza Cacking from Lyrza. You can help me with the name again.
Lord Lally, Lizard's Cacking.
Thank you. Let's have a listen.
The night falling, headed lizard cacking. The night falling, headed lizard cacking. I don't like them. They're so annoying, they give me problems when they cacking. They cacking all night until dawn, morning, daylight. The lizard cacking, the lizard cacking, the lizard cacking, the lizard cacking. Headache cacking, headache cacking, headache cacking, headache cacking.
All right, that was just to give you an idea about what we're talking about, the Lyrza Cacking. One last topic I think which would be worth discussing is the difference between the parade itself and what other islands do as well. So we mentioned it briefly, Lyrza, but especially in the uptown part, what's most important in the parade?
Well, so parades here, the costumes, we try to recreate the concept of Brazil's carnival. Mm-hmm. So once you see our costumes, and of course we don't have those giant floats compared to them, but we do have little floats, Yeah. And when it comes to the costumes, it's a recreation or a copy in a way from the Brazilian look in carnival. Our music is, of course, island influenced. Mm-hmm. We're not as crazy as the other islands when it comes to the dancing and everything.
So I've actually...
So it's a little bit more poised.
Yeah, I've actually... Well, experience is not the right word, but so I'm living currently in a half Aruban house. So there's a live stream of the carnival, of course, and it was on at the time. And I looked at it, and it definitely did not represent anything I've been to, in the sense that it was beautiful, honestly. Mm-hmm. Like, the people were dressed up so beautifully with the costumes they had, and it was immaculate, if that's the word I can use. Like, everything was right. Right? Everything was like, nothing was broken, nothing fell off. It was just beautiful. But everybody was like well behaved, small steps. Everybody spaced out, just chipping down the road by themselves, I guess. And I was like, wait, when are they gonna dance? When are they gonna, drink and have fun? Well, have fun is maybe the wrong word, because I am assuming they're having fun.
Oh, the drinking is definitely in.
Yeah.
Oh, Aruba is known for drinking for everything. Divorces, weddings, we just built a house, it's Wednesday. We always drink for anything and everything, so trust me, the drinking is there. But the dancing is not as crazy as you would see on the other islands.
Right.
Now, I'm not criticizing that. The island version is super fun, no lie. But yeah, so when it comes to the daytime big parades, it's going to look beautiful, it's going to look luxurious. And then we have lighting parade, which is downtown. Lighting parade would be the same luxury, but with lights. Mm-hmm. And then Parada de Luz used to be the same thing, but the last few years it became like a fakel. So fakel would be the first parade to open the carnival season, which happens in the beginning of January. And that usually would be, you would get a t-shirt from the band and you would get some decoration. If it's, for example, I don't know, Vegas, you would get like a hat or a glow stick, something like that. And the last few years, Parada de Luz in San Nicolas became that. So we do, it becomes a big topic also, because they say Carnival is from San Nicolas, yet we get the shorter end of the stick. So we don't get the beauty, we don't get the same attention as they focus on the downtown parades. So, but it's luxurious, as you said. The only one that would be a little bit nasty here and there would be the Juve, of course. So the Juve, we don't use oil, no, we do use the powder and we do use the water. And it's, of course, the concept is pajama, but you would see people in costumes and lingerie, in pajamas, in Pampers, because that was big sometimes. You would see grown men in baby Pampers.
Oh my goodness.
Interesting.
What the hell?
That was big at some point. And then you would see the weirdest things, to be honest, dressed up. But hey, it's a lot of fun, no judging, no anything. And but it's still more well-behaved compared to the other islands.
Fair enough. But I really saw a difference. But that's I really think, Sharns, we should experience it once, just to see how the difference are. And especially going to the Juve, of course.
You guys have definitely experienced Juve. It's not the same as the other islands, but it's still a lot of fun. It's not, because I've seen Bonaire and Curacao try to recreate something like that, and it was extremely boring. So.
No!
Yikes!
Our carnival is very focused to comparison as the islands, but Curacao, their carnival is focused on their culture. Very beautiful and traditional. So, and it's very different, but you guys should definitely, one thing I would say, definitely experience Juve here on the island.
Let's put it on the list, Sharns.
Okie dokie.
Por favor, put it on the list. Plan it, make it happen.
Exactly. But I think it is time to go for our last questions to you, and then slowly phase out, because it is, we've been talking for some time, so people also need a rest from Soca Chronicles, in a sense. Most important question is the most favorite question from Sharns that she would love to ask you.
Sharns' favorite question.
We ask this question to every guest that we have on the show. So, if you could be stuck in a studio with any soca artist, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Whoa, okay. I would say Farmer Nappy.
Oh.
Okay. We've never had that one before.
No, interesting.
I think he's a very chill dude. I love the kind of music he makes. It's very relatable. And I think if I choose another soca artist, it would be all diva about it. Like, oh my god, I'm stuck in a studio, and But he looks like he would be like, we should make music until we get out.
Yeah, love that.
Yeah.
It actually makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's really cool. I love his music. He's very chill. His music is very relatable. If the woman is kicking him out with his bag on the street, I think he can handle being stuck in a studio.
Facts.
Yeah, I hear it. I definitely hear it.
That's not a bad answer,
Yeah.
And he has the live experience in Soca as well. He's been around for ages.
Yeah.
Same time as Marcel, I think, right?
For eons.
Yeah.
You would think Michelle would be the first option, but he's going to be a diva about it. So I don't think we would hang out really cool in that studio.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised. I don't know. I feel like as Michelle's got older, I feel like he's He's maybe mellowed out a bit. I don't know. I've never met him before.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah.
He's actually performing.
Yes.
He's performing for the first time in Aruba for Flip Flop event.
Yep.
Nice.
Which is exciting because we've always wanted him to come here, and I actually want to go see him. He's awesome. So hopefully I get to go see him.
Nice. Good luck.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Cool. That's a nice closeout statement, to be honest. My show on town is going to play in Aruba. I want to thank you a lot for your time, Lyrza. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Yep, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. It was fun.
Yep,
You're welcome.
I've learned so much from the Aruban Soca scene, and
Same.
I'm much more informed now. And I do like to learn about, other than the major Soca islands that we all know because we listen to their music every single day. So this is good to also get some information on.
Yes. And definitely make sure you guys come here one day and actually experience it.
Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
for sure.
Absolutely. Lyrza, thank you very much.
Well,
we are gonna go back to the digital
much.
studio with just me and Charles. Have a very good remainder of your day. And
thank you so much and have a beautiful day, guys. It was fun talking to you.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
This is Soca Chronicles.
Back in the online studio. Yeah, I've learned a lot today, Charles. I have learned a lot.
Definitely. I really didn't know that Soca Monarch, they only perform in bands. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
But it's the whole thing. Like I remember when I was like I said in an interview as well, but watching the parade is so different than what I've seen in Barbados or Grenada so far. So it is a different, as it should, right? It's a different culture, different approach to carnival. It's high on the list of experiencing it myself as well at some point.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah, man. But I think we've been talking more than enough.
I think so. But before we leave RKO, let me just remind the people about Brawlin. July the 11th, people. You can get your tickets from www.tridentldn.com. So that's TRIDENTLDN.com. Grab your tickets. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We are outside Brawlin.
Love it. People, be sure to get your tickets. Thank you for listening. We appreciate you. We do need to listen to our dear friend Super Nitro.
Make sure you check out Soca Chronicles, tag a friend, tell a friend, share the podcast, let people know that this exists because it's good for the culture, it's good for the vibe, it's good for the energy, it's educational, it's fun, it's funny, it's banterful, and it's good for you to just know a little bit about the people that's making your music and the people that you're involved with listening to.
And with that, have a very good remainder of the month. We'll see you in June. And stay safe.
Take care of yourselves, people. Be safe. And I will be back. And RKO will be back. So we will be back in June. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You've been listening to the Soca Chronicles.